Pizza chain tier list. Hello, friends and family. Today we are going to be looking at the most known pizza chains in the United States, at least, and put them in a tier list. And let's see which pizza chains are the best or the worst, according to me. Before we get into this, I do have to say I am from the Midwest, and I really have no ties to my area as to, oh yeah, I'm from the St. Louis area, so St. Louis pizza is the best. Everything else sucks, but St. Louis is the best because I'm from St. Louis. I've always been fascinated about how everybody thinks wherever they're just happen to be bored at is where all the best stuff is. I feel like I'm a man of the world, the planet as a whole. So the earth is my home. I'm not tied to any one place to like have my undying loyalty. So let's just get that out of the way before we do get into this list, which a lot of these pizza chains originated from some place throughout the United States to where people are like, Little Caesars, that's Detroit. Gotta love it because I'm from Detroit, so I gotta have a Little Caesars pizza. So anyways, this tier list is going to be S at the very top, A, B, C, D, E, and F. F being the worst. Anyways, let's kick it off with a classic, Domino's Pizza. I really didn't have Domino's Pizza for the longest time. It was occasionally in our house when I was a kid. But ever since I've been living on my own, and Domino's, I think, really upped their game since maybe the 90s with making the crust always this garlicky, buttery, seasoned taste. You can't go wrong with Domino's. I've rarely had a bad experience with their pizza. The deals that they got, the $6.99 for two topping media pizzas, the cinnamon twist things with the icing, it's the best. So I will give Domino's Pizza an A. It's not perfect because it is, let's face it, your standard pizza chain. Moving on, let's go to Little Caesars Pizza. I remember it as a kid. I was just telling somebody about how Little Caesars back in the day, you get two pizzas for practically one. It was buy one, get one free thing. So it was like, buy a pizza for $9.99, get another pizza for free. So that was the whole pizza thing back in the day. Pizza. I remember as a kid, it was always really good. I don't know what happened. All the Little Caesars closed in my area, and then they started opening back up in the mid-2000s. And when I went back to buy a pizza from there, like, everything changed. Like, the hot and ready pizza, like, that's all they had. Now, I know some people on YouTube here has told me that, oh, you did a disservice to Little Caesars. You need to try their deep dish pizza and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, maybe I was wrong. But they're really, really flaunting that hot and ready pizza as their shining star of pizza. And I'm just not buying it. As an adult, I feel Little Caesars is definitely an F-tier pizza place. I never go there. The only rare occasion that I have gone there recently was because of Pepsi Pineapple, and that was it. Next up, we've got Marco's Pizza. I've tried it a few times, and I'm not a fan. It tastes like regular dough with some mozzarella cheese that you could buy that's like Walmart brand and just thrown on, and yeah. It'll keep you satisfied if you're starving, but do I ever go there wanting to buy it? Like, have I ever craved Marco's Pizza? Never in my entire life. I give it a D. Sbarro, man. I miss Sbarro. I remember it was like a staple at the mall. And whenever you order a Sbarro pizza, they have them all out front. And you could, oh, I want that slice right there, that specific slice. Okay, cut it up, and then they put it in the oven, and then they just like kind of toast the crust on the bottom, and it comes out hot and fresh. And then you got the big old thing of Parmesan cheese by the cash register, and you just load it up. That's what I love. I remember as a kid always smelling it when we'd be in the food court, Christmas shopping or whatever. Sad to say, the Sbarro's at the mall has finally closed up after the past couple years, and it's not the best, but it is definitely up there. I will give Sbarro's Pizza also an A, right next to Domino's. California Pizza Kitchen. I feel like you spend a lot of money for very little. The pizza is great. I mean, it's top notch. I mean, that's where you go when you're with your girls and you got the doors off of your Jeep and you're with Lindsay, Ashley, Vanessa, and all their parents make over 200K a year. And like, it's every day is a sunshiny day and you're able to blow $25 on a slice of pizza. That's what you do. You go to California Pizza Kitchen in the mall, and then you get yourself a pizza. I've eaten at California Pizza Kitchen, CPK, as the cool kids call it, about 3 times in my life, and every single time it was really good, but it was very pricey. I would give California Pizza Kitchen a C on the scale here. Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza. I mean, I guess it is a pizza chain, but it's something you take and you bake at home. It's pretty good. I've had it a few times, so we'll throw it on the list here. I'll give it a C. Chuck E. Cheese's. I remember when it was Showbiz Pizza up until I was about 4 years old, and then they started changing hands. The rat started building its nest in the pizza place. And I remember as a kid always really liking the pizza. But then again, I was a stupid ass kid. And, how was I to know what was good and what wasn't? Oh, pizza, that's something we don't have at home. Oh, it's going to be good regardless. Last time I tried Chuck E. Cheese's, it was maybe like 2007, 2008. And it reminded me a lot of like Little Caesars. Putting all the experience and all the games that you have at Chuck E. Cheese and just focusing on the pizza itself, I would definitely give it an E. Yeah. Now, we get to Cece's Pizza. When you walk into a Cece's Pizza, it is a buffet of different pizzas that I wouldn't try anywhere else. Like, this was the first time I had a pizza that had mac and cheese on top of it. The cinnamon rolls that they have there, those butter garlic things before you get to the pizza in that square pan, are just amazing as well. I do have to say the pizza alone is kind of subpar. It's not the best. It's something I would never like call Cece's up and order a pizza and go up and take it back home to eat. It's a buffet place, I will give Cece's Pizza, I give it a B. Now we're going to get to a chain called Rocky Rococos, which is kind of unknown now, but I remember they were around in the area when I was a kid. But I think they really only exist in Wisconsin now. But last time we were on a road trip up in that area, we stopped by there and the pizza was amazing. It's just this very, very thick, deep dish pizza. Like one slice will just knock you out completely. And that's in a good way. So Rocky Rococos, I really miss it. I wish it was around. If you're in the mood for a deep dish pizza, you cannot go wrong with a Rocky Rococos pizza. I'll give that an A. All right, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. We're going to start with a St. Louis classic. They call it the Square Beyond Compare, Emo's Pizza. Now, if you've never had Emo's Pizza, it's kind of like this. It's a thin crust with kind of like a very kind of tangy sauce. And then instead of mozzarella, they use provolone as the cheese on top. And that is the thing that sells these pizzas so well, because the provolone melted on a pizza instead of mozzarella gives it this creamy, high-class, sophisticated taste. I don't want to be biased, like I said, but an Emo's Pizza, if you don't have one when you're in St. Louis, you are definitely missing out. But is it the best pizza? Is it just like, oh, can't touch Emo's Pizza? No. I feel like Emo's Pizza, you have to be in the right mood to eat it. Because not all the time do I want to eat a thin crust pizza. Sometimes I just want that thick, just gooey pizza slice that comes from a deep dish or even a hand tossed. But Emo's Pizza, I do have to say, is very high up here. It's not S tier, but it is definitely an A. We are now looking at Domino's ugly cousin, Pizza Hut. I grew up eating Pizza Hut more than anything else as a child. I remember going to the Pizza Hut that still had the red roof, and they had the red transparent glasses, And in the corner, before you get into the bathrooms, there was this little arcade section. It had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade. It had a crane game. It had like maybe a Virtua Cop game. That's what I grew up with more than anything else when it came to pizza places. Book It, you know, you remember Book It? You read 5 books and you get a free personal pan pizza, you know? I really do feel like Pizza Hut was top tier 90s pizza place to go, and Domino's was losing at the time. Now the roles are switched, but I don't think anybody ever goes to eat at a pizza place anymore too much. I think it's all like mostly takeout, and then they watch Netflix and pass out on the couch. It's been a while since I have had Pizza Hut, and if you order one of those big bargain bin boxes that are just like so huge for like $19.99, you get all of this. It's like, yeah, you get all of this, but all of this is absolute trash. Maybe it's along the lines of the Little Caesars thing. Don't buy the cheapest stuff there. You always go for the more high ticket items. But from what I remember, Pizza Hut, the deep dish, the breadsticks, even the personal pan pizzas are still very, very good. But they aren't as good as Domino's. So I will give Pizza Hut a B. They're far more greasier than Domino's. I don't know why. It's just, when I think of Pizza Hut, I think of like a very greasy pizza. Anyways, yeah, we are down to the final boss level, and we are taking a look at Big Papa John. Papa John's. I remember when a Papa John's opened up in town. It was like 1993, 94, something like that. I thought it was just so weird. It came with this pepperoncini and this thing of garlic dip. Like, what is that all about? But I fell in love. First time I ever tried Papa John's pizza, the pepperoncini, the garlic dip, the taste of the pizza was just way beyond anything else I've ever tasted. And to this day, they are still top choice, top notch. I do recommend get the Papa's seasoning or whatever that is. It's in a little like green packet, and it's a seasoning I always put on top of my pizza. It just makes everything taste so much better too. You really don't need that. The pizza is great on its own, but if you really want the ultimate taste experience when it comes to pizza, you got to do that. Papa John's is the only one that is getting placed in the S tier category when it comes to pizza chains. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I think. The tier list of pizza chains from best S tier to worst in the F category. What did you think? Do you think there's something different? Do you think Little Caesars is the best? I highly doubt it, but comment below. Anyways, that is the pizza chain tier list. Thank you guys for watching. I am DJ Glowing Ice. Let me know whatever tier list you want me to do next. And I just made, like do it and something. I just made that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey, Lindsay. Let's get into the Jeep and go to California Pizza Kitchen. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.